everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Susie and this is the Small Art Society. I thought that I would bring you guys along with me to open a couple of things that I purchased from the London Graphics Centre recently. I went to London and had a really lovely day kind of walking around with my husband and doing some things in kind of central London, and we were in the area and I couldn't help myself. We had to pop into the London Graphics Centre and just kind of have a look around, and I ended up finding some things that were just great for what I'm doing at the moment. So I thought I would show you guys what those are. So I purchased a really kind of little, I think this is, I'm not sure on the size, but it's a very small Stillman & Burns sketchbook. It's the beta series, and I think it says 3.5 inches by 5.5 inches, so very, very little, about 9 centimeters by 14 centimeters. And I'm really excited about using this. I've heard great things about this online. This is the mixed media series, so it's cold pressed texture, and it says dry and wet media, so watercolor, ink, things like that. This is going to be great because this is the type of medium that I work with the most. So I'm gonna try to open this up and have a quick look. So for a sketchbook of this size, the original price is 17 or 18 pounds, and I paid 14 pounds for it, 13.95. I thought that was pretty decent because it seemed like there were a number of pages in here. So yeah, I love the color. The paper feels quite thick and very, very good. It says cold pressed, and there is a tiny bit of texture to it, but there is definitely not as much texture as I'm used to, so that'll be interesting to play around with and kind of see how it goes. It's a little bit difficult to open right now, but obviously I think that's just because it's new. It's been closed for so long, so it'll be cool to see how much that opens up once I've been working on it for quite some time. But this cover feels really, really soft and like velvety almost. So it's wonderful. I've already tried it out and it fits in my kind of like smallest purse that usually comes with me everywhere I go. So I'm really excited about this. I think it'll be great to kind of fit in with the kind of tiny, kind of small format that I like to paint in. Very happy with that one. And the other thing that I purchased is actually a kind of drawing sketchbook, not watercolor paper. It's a much thinner paper. It's 109 pounds, 160 GSM, and it's 4.1 inches by 5.8 inches, or 105 or 10.5 centimeters by 14.8 centimeters. This one was reduced about just under 3 pounds, so I paid £5.95 for this, and I really liked it because since I've been on kind of like a watercolor kick, I haven't purchased anything that is actually like not a watercolor paper. So this is going to be my little kind of try out different things, non-water-based mediums sketchbook. And if you've seen the video that I recently posted about kind of shopping within my own art supplies this year, this is going to allow me to use some art supplies that I have that I don't use very frequently because I don't really have the right paper for it. So things like Comte pencils that are more geared around, I can show you actually. So Comte pencils. These are really good for drawing, and I love these colors. This is a sepia and a sanguine color, but I don't use them very much because typically I work with water-based mediums, so I don't have the right type of sketchbook to kind of play around with this or with some of the charcoal that I have, or just kind of like with fine liners and things like that. So I'm really excited about this. Again, it's really small. It'll fit in almost every purse that I have, and that's going to make drawing in it much more accessible for me. And I love like I love that it has so many pages. It's going to take quite a while to fill, so that's great. I'm really, really happy about this. And I haven't tried a sketchbook by Daler Rowney before, so that'll be interesting. Same with the Stillman & Burns. I've heard so many things about this, but I haven't tried one of their sketchbooks before, so I'm really excited to try this. And then the final thing that I purchased, so this is a really, really mini art haul, is this uni pen. I think this is 0.05 because this is the kind of size that I paint in the most. So this is going to be really good for all of my kind of tiny paintings that I do. And of course it's water and fade proof ink. It has to be waterproof for me to be able to kind of use it for what I need it for. And yeah, it's really, really thin. I'm very excited to use it. Usually I use the Staedtler, but I'm excited to try a different one. And that should be, this is kind of like a necessary tool for my kind of tiny painting and the tiny painting that I do. So that is everything that I purchased. I held myself back. I only purchased some things that I really thought would be useful or that I didn't already have, or just things that like might be difficult for me to get my hands on if I wasn't already there. So like this one, the 0.05. Sometimes it can be quite difficult for me to find that if it's not in a set. And since I was already there and I use this so much, I figured I would pick it up. But these two I think would be going to be interesting kind of staples in my art journey this year. So that's everything that I purchased. Thank you for watching. If you're still here and if you've used any of these before, let me know what you think. Or if you've been to the London Graphic Centre and you were just as obsessed with it as I am and you just want to buy the whole store like I do, let me know what you would buy if you could. For me, it would definitely be venturing into gouache. I have a kind of set of the Artex gouache paints, which are not very good quality, but, well, they're not actually terrible, but they're not as luscious as I've seen gouache to look online. So if I had an unlimited budget, I would go in and I would set myself up with a really cool gouache set. But let me know what you would do if you had that ability. You had that kind of free reign to pop in and buy whatever you wanted. And thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys soon.